Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Isti Hervina Yuniar. Today I would like to tell you how discovery learning model can be implemented in language teaching and learning process. So, in this lesson plan, I use personality context as the learning material. This material is for the second grade of junior high school. As the teachers, of course, we need to prepare the tools and media related to the topic. So the tools and media which is needed in this lesson plan are laptop, projector, whiteboard, board marker, recount text, worksheet, and dictionary. So let's move to the learning objectives. In the end of the class, students are able to identify and also determine the social function, text structure, and language features of a recount text. So here is the main activity in discovery learning model. So as we know that there are 6 steps in discovery learning. So the first one is stimulation, and then the second one is problem statement, the third one is data collection, and then the next one is data processing, and then verification, and the last one is generalization. So the first step is stimulation. The first thing that should do is divide the students will be divided into 6 groups, and then after that every student should read a recount text entitled Our Holiday. After that, the teacher will give some question related to the text that should be answered by the students. So the questions are: what does the text mainly discuss? What events that happen in the text? Who were involved in the event? When and where did the event happen? So now I would like to show you the text.
Our holiday. Last year, my friends and I went to the beach after studying hard. We wanted to refresh our minds and enjoy the fresh air. We went there early in the morning by car. Many people were there when we arrived. After parking the car, we walked along the beach barefooted. We could feel the smoothness of the sand. The cold seawater touched our feet. Then, we looked for a place to take a rest. We rolled out the mat on the ground and had meals together. While eating, we saw many things. We saw many children building sand castles. Some of them played with their balls. We also saw some people sunbathing. After having meals, we were interested in doing the same thing. We were so happy and really enjoyed that day.
The next step is problem statement. So after the student read the text, hopefully every student will understand the content of the text. After that, the teacher will encourage the students to ask some questions related to the difficult words, social functions, and the language features of the text. And then, the third step is called data collection. In this step, the students in their groups will identify at least 10 verbs from the text. The next step is data processing. After the student identify some difficult words, they will do the worksheet with their group members. So they should classify the verb form and its meaning, and then there are also 2 questions. They should answer the 2 questions in order to strengthen their understanding. So here is the worksheets. So this is the first questions, and then this is the second questions, and the last instructions. They should write the verbs and then determine the forms of verb and also the meaning. For example, the verb is went, and then this is verb to, and the meaning in Bahasa is pergi. The fifth step is verification. So after the students do the worksheet with their group members, they should submit the result on Google Classroom. And then after that, every group should present the result in front of the classroom, and the others group should give some feedbacks. And then the teachers in this activity will be the facilitator and also give some comments or feedbacks. The last step is generalization. So the teachers lead students to sum up the discussion topic using these statements. The text tells about the events or experience in the past. So recount text is blah blah blah. There are 3 track structure of recount text. There are orientation, events, and reorientation. What form of the verb is used in the text? Verb 1 or 2 or 3? Verb 2. So the recount text use simple past tense. Why do we use simple past tense in recount text? Because blah blah blah. So my conclusions is discovery learning can encourage students to have several skills such as critical thinking, problem solving, creative, collaborations, and communication. It also will lead students to become an autonomous learning. I think that's all. Thank you for your attention. See you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.